22.5 acre farm that I have. My husband used to raise beef cows, now he's deceased. And since his death, I've been raising hay, and my neighbors use it for their cattle and livestock. And I just got to thinking, at 85, good Lord, how much longer am I gonna live? And I've got an adult son that I take care of, that lives with me and always has, and he's gonna have to have care. The peace and quiet that we have out there is really conducive to his health. They've been on my property, but before they came, I hired somebody to come out there and find perc sites, and I've got a map of all the perc sites. In fact, I had them to quit because I was paying them by the hour, and they just kept finding perc sites. God's just blessed me with I don't know, that 22 acres, you just perc sites everywhere. And I didn't wanna sell it, but I thought if I die, it needs to be sold, maybe to take care of my son. And, so I was dividing it into perc sites if somebody didn't wanna continue it as a farm. That farmland that I live on has been in the family since the 1700s. It was a land grant to the Burns, and it's was farmland back then, and a lot of it is still farmland. You know, well, Bill Danley that was talking, he's my cousin, and he and Pam, they across the road from me, and I have a friend that did work for Enbridge, and I'm not gonna say their name, of course, but he told me they're not telling you the whole story either. Not only are they gonna put that pipeline in, they're gonna come up and they're gonna put relay stations along. And he said, they've already got the pipeline that runs down 15501. If they wanted to run more gas to somebody else, they could. All they had to do was put a relay station there and tee the line off or something about the line to go where they wanted to. And they've already got that right away. And I've asked them several times why they don't use that right away. And I said, put a bigger pipe there if you want to. You've already got a pipe, just dig that one up and put a bigger pipe. But they won't answer me. I got so mad at them Tuesday night. I told them they were just gonna have to buy the whole 22 acres, and it was very expensive land. But I keep praying and asking God for wisdom and guidance. I'm not selling them my land. They can't afford 1 inch of it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. God's gonna tell me what to do, and ultimately, I know He's in charge. But I can tell you this, Chatham County's got a brand new jail, and 3 meals at a cot, with all your health care and air conditioning, no more bush hogging and mowing. I'm telling you, it's looking pretty good for an 85-year-old woman. What they're doing is illegal. They're trying to steal our property. The root of all evil is the love of money. You're gonna reap what you sow. They're causing all this heartache and pain and anguish on everybody. They're gonna reap what they sow. And I cannot believe that our government would let a foreign country, they're terrorists as far as I'm concerned, and he's a multi-billionaire, come in here and take our land. And I'm an independent. This is not Republican or Democrat or independent. It's a human being thing. Why can't we be kinder to each other? They are lying, they're stealing, they're not from around here. Turn that thing off. I'm going to sit down, but I would say one of them. They're not from around here. They don't care. They're from all off. If they did build a data center, they bring in their own crew to build it. It wouldn't be any more jobs for us. And then they'd have some geek sitting up there, 4 or 5 of them, and maybe have a couple of janitors. But this is not gonna bring any that, to me, they ought to put all the data centers out in the Sahara Desert and pump water out there to them, if that's what they wanna do, and quit aggravating people to death.